Okay, I'm going to try to get a reading on what is the best we can do during this pandemic time. What is the best we can do? Feminine. What's the best we can do during this pandemic time? What's the best we can do during this pandemic time? Okay, let me get some clarifiers here. Okay, so what I'm getting here is feminine. You know, we stay in more of that nature of compassion, that we do what we can, feminine, to try to, how do I want to say it? To bring compassion and do whatever we can, because there's so many things that are going on right now. A lot of misinformation, a lot of craziness is going out there, a lot of pain for a lot of people, okay? So we have to remember that things are going forward. People are working on it, okay? This is, you know, this was bound to happen. Okay, if you get a thing and it's not taken care of, it'll run away. It'll just keep growing, okay? But we have to remember, while we seem tied up now, we're really not tied up heavily, and there will be victory at the end of this, okay? So just recognize, you know, try to stay as calm, as supportive as you can while all this craziness is going on. Yes, we're going to face losses. Unfortunately, there will be deaths that come through this. So just hold to the fact that they are working on it as hard as they can. And that if we just remain again, doing the things we need to do, you know, keep ourselves in the house to do what we need to do, we will have a victory at the end of this that will make it through, okay? Let's see what else we have with this. Let's see what else we have. Get another one here. Oh, come on out. Let's see what else we have with this, if it's going to give us any other information. Yeah, there's just so much misinformation and other stuff out there with Trump and their things, and they were saying, oh, you know, that one quinine or whatever it is going to do it. Well, it's not. You know, they're putting out a bunch of misinformation and drama. Okay, oath. Let's see what we have with this oath. What do we have with oath? What can we do during this pandemic? What's the best we can do during the pandemic? What's the best we can do during the pandemic? The oath that things are moving forward. The doctors, the nurses have taken an oath and they're going forward. They're doing all that they can, and maybe we can take an oath going forward, but let's see what else we have with this. To never be caught like this again. Okay. Victory. Yeah, victory is going to take a strong stance. That, you know, we can be victorious. This is a learning thing, a big learning curve that, you know, we need to get somebody in office that will take an oath to move things forward. And again, in a strong way. We have to be so vigilant about going out and voting this time. We don't want another repugly ugly in there. We cannot have this anymore. We need to get somebody in the thing that's going to take their oath seriously, that's not out for themselves, that's out for the people, so that we can get these things under control. Thank God for our doctors and nurses that have taken this oath and they're moving forward as much as they can. But if we're going to have a victory, we need to take, again, a strong stance. We need to get somebody in office that's going to take a strong stance to actually look at these things so that we can get a handle on it for future, so we don't have this again. Let's do another layer and see what we get. Yeah, so important to get out to vote this time. See what we have. Differences. Differences. Okay. What can we do during this pandemic? What about differences? Victory. Again, we keep coming up with a victory card, which is good. We need victory in this situation. Differences. So if we're going to have victory in the midst of these differences, what do we need to do? It's nice to see a lot of victory cards coming out, though. Because I know some people are just so fearful now. Rapidly coming. Okay. Some aid. I'm going to get some clarifiers here and see. Yeah, we need to put aside our differences if we're going to have victory. You know, we need to put aside our differences and come together and work this out. Yeah, it's showing that rapidly coming, they're going to be doing more energetically going forward with stuff. Again, we have the feminine here coming in energetically. Now, I would say this is probably Pelosi or something working on that, trying to get these, you know, repugly uglies in the House and in the House to listen to what's needed. Okay, to take a strong action. And they need to be willing to work with the Democrats rather than holding everything up and then just spouting, a bunch of nonsense like Trump does, and then does nothing. Remember the beginning, Trump is, it's no big thing, it's nothing, don't worry about it. And then I knew it was a pandemic long before anybody. Yeah, he knew in January a pandemic was coming and he did nothing. Okay? Now they have to work together. So we have those in the House, and they're trying to look, we need to get some energy, we need to get out there, trying to work with Mnuchin and saying, if we're going to get a handle on this, people need to be able to be solvent. Okay, you need to get that money out there and people need to be solvent. And you guys need to work with us. And we need to work truthfully, honestly, get over our differences if we're going to make it through this and get a victory on it, okay? Okay? So, and we need to take action fast, rapid action. You need to take action quickly. We cannot sit here and have you drag your feet and try to, drag your feet and try to just have you get through it. You know how Turtle Man is. He doesn't want to bring up anything in the Senate. Okay? Look at Turtle Man. You need to get off your ass and they need to put a rocket up his butt to get him to go. Because this cannot wait. This cannot wait. We need to take action now. Oh, what's going to come up? Inner child. Inner child. Oh, God. Inner child. Okay, let's see what we've got for inner child with this pandemic thing. Inner child. What about the inner child in this pandemic? What's going on with it? It's my card for the White House. Donald Trump has not progressed beyond childhood, okay? Basically, we've got a toddler in the White House that throws tantrums, okay? So, oh, Lord, let's see what else we have with this. The inner child, it's Trump. You should know it. He doesn't have an inner child. He's got an outer child. That's all he's got. His childish things. He's just absolutely brain dead when it comes to knowing anything. Okay, some things are hidden. Okay, so it looks like perhaps this is, well, let me get a clarifier for this. Let me get a clarifier for this. Let me get a clarifier for these and let's see what we've got hidden and what is yeah, a lot of things happening behind the scenes. And yeah, what's hidden is lots of stuff going behind the scenes that we're not privy to. And when it comes to somebody with emotions, there's justice. So, we do have somebody back there that's trying to mitigate things with all this crap going on in Trump land, okay? So we do have somebody there that's trying to bring some justice, yeah, from the devil, okay? So there's somebody behind the scenes that's trying to talk some sort of reality. Yeah, a page. Somebody that would have been against the administration, maybe. Somebody that would be leaking things before. Is somebody there that's trying to talk some sense, compassionate sense into Trump. Okay? trying to you know, bring him up to some sort of adulthood somewhere. Okay. Yeah, they also have a strong woman behind the scenes too, trying to work. So it looks like there, you know, there are a lot of people behind the scenes that are trying to talk to Trump. Thank God we have that one. What's his name? Falk something. The one, and Trump will come out and say something, and he'll just put it out straight. This guy. So he's not letting Trump. That could be one of the people behind the scenes, that he's actually giving out correct information, whereas Trump sits there and tries to skew it. And look at Trump behind him when this guy is talking. This doctor's up there talking, and he's like a little kid shuffling his feet behind there, not listening. And so there are people behind the scenes, even though we've got the childish Trump up there that's never gotten past Toddlerville. He's probably still got diapers on under his clothing. You know, with all this nonsense that's going on, there's a lot of it hidden that's going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of. But thank God there are people with some compassion trying to bring some justice, trying to bring some wisdom to this idiot that's there. You know, they're coming and speaking up and again trying to mitigate things as much as they can with the situation at hand. Because Trump is just totally ignorant. He's like a great big child that's a toddler that doesn't understand anything except for gimme, 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 mine, 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 mine. No, you can't have it. Oh my Lord. That's Trump. You're bad. You said a mean thing about me. God, he's bad. He's bad. Best we can do in this pandemic. Okay. While you're at home, take some rest. We need to be imaginative during this time, okay? You need to use your best imagination of, you know, time during this time of laying low. Let's see what else we've got with this. Thank God we've got the net. I mean, let's be grateful that we've got the net and we can still have this communication. Rather than being at home, can you imagine if this was during the 1800s or something and you're stuck at home? I mean, then you're stuck in there's nothing there, okay? Okay. The sun. Okay. So, again, use your imagination while you're at home. Take some rest. Know that going into this, we do have people putting their energy out, working on it, and that things are going to come out. Okay, yeah, so take a rest. Take a little time away from Trump. Okay, take a rest. Take some time from Trump. So we can get through this, okay? So we can get through this. But this is going to be, imagine this is the downfall, the ending of Trump, okay? This is going to be his downfall totally. You know, because all he's cared about this is money and enriching himself, okay? So again, take some downtime. Maybe if Trump is really irritating you to death, yeah, and I got the sun card twice on this, don't listen to him for a while. When he comes on, just turn the volume down, because you know he's got nothing decent to say. He's like I said, he's like a toddler just spinning out of control and screaming And he didn't do what was needed, although he wants to take credit. Well, if you knew it was a pandemic long before, then why didn't you take action against it? Why did you tell the people there's nothing to worry about? Don't worry about it, it's nothing. Just go out. And the Repugly Uglies were right behind him telling people, oh, go on out to the restaurants. Or those crazy ass, supposed to be ministers, okay? And they're telling their people, 300 people congregation, to come on in. We're not pansies, okay? We're gonna get together and worship God, and we're not pansies. We're not gonna, this is, oh my God. These are illnesses, okay? Your worshiping God is not going to keep you away from these germs, okay? So, I hate to think how many casualties they're going to have in their church because of this, okay? You can worship God at home. You have a temple right here. You don't need to listen to some guy up there preaching and spouting a bunch of crap to worship God. Oh, mercy. So there's going to be some people, especially in the Repugly Uglies, that are going to have learn some hard lessons. Okay? They're going to be facing a lot of casualties. We don't wish this on anyone, to have casualties like this. But in their stupidity, they're going to find out a very hard lesson. And, all we can do is sympathize that they've believed these, evil angel posing as evangelicals, evil angels, and they're going to face a lot of losses and a lot of sorrow, okay? And I feel really anybody that's losing family members to this, it's not only the elderly. They are now saying that if you are taking, was it a blood pressure medication, that it binds to it. And there are a lot of, more men are dying than women of this. Okay, there are more men than women that are dying of this. That's the latest thing I heard with this too. And it will bind to certain medications that affect heart, the blood pressure medications. It's binding to that. And there are, a number of younger people that are getting this. So it's not just the elderly, but these ones that want to go out and on vacation, and we're not going to get it. They need to think again. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Again, let's just all be using precautions, and let's not get crazy with it, though, and fearful. If we follow the correct things and we're cautious, we will get through this, and there will be a victory, and we can never have another president like this. Never. This is going to be a hard lesson. Now, Republic Uglies, are you really happy you got this fool in there? Are you happy you got that fool in there and that you kept him in there? Okay? That's serious. I'm talking seriously on this right now. They kept him in here. They could have gotten him out. Okay, they could have gotten him out with the Mueller's report. But what did they do? We've got a fool in here that we can get to do our bidding, and we can make more money. We'll keep this fool in here and we will use him. Okay? Well, now it's come back to bite you in the ass. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Really something for people to think about. Thanks for tuning in. See you online. Love and light, namaste, and aho. Let's just continue to go forward step by step.